here's the thing. So I was trying to announce him. I was trying to, I was going to give him this big announcement, set it
Yeah.
up to where blew the roof off the place. And so I'm in the middle of that, and I look over in the pit, and people are already going crazy. And so I look over, and he's already just, walking on stage, just sashaying on stage like he does. Place went crazy.
That was Toby Keith with Jason Aldean last weekend in Oklahoma. And the funny part about this is that Toby had another very personal commitment that almost caused him to miss that show. It's Evan Paul, host of Taste of Country Nights, and Jason gave all the details behind that night as part of a larger interview ahead of his new Highway Desperado album that's going to be dropping November 3rd. Now, that full interview is coming on this YouTube channel on November 1st, and yeah, he talked a whole lot about trying that in a small town and the controversy around it. Consider tapping subscribe if you're a big fan. You can also hear him on our weekly podcast, Taste of Country Nights, on demand. Links in the description to find that, but I'm not done talking. Thumbs up this video if you love seeing these two stars together on stage, man. And if this is all new to you, look for a link to Taste of Country's article on the moment below. How'd you get him to join you on stage in Oklahoma City last weekend?
So we were in Oklahoma City, and Brian O'Connell, who was our rep from Live Nation, our promoter for the Live Nation, he kind of does everybody. He's does my stuff and Luke, and used to do Toby, and does Tim, like all those guys. And so anyway, we were in town, and he invited him out. So during the day, Toby came out and hung out for a little bit during the day and kind of caught up, and just kind of threw it out like, hey man, this is your town. If you want to jump up, no pressure, but it's all on you. And I think he had to go to his grandson's football game or something that night, and he was like, I should be back around 10:30, and I'm like, my show ends at 11, man. Like, and I was hoping he would come, and so he ended up coming back over and got there at the end of the show, walked up, and just killed it, man. It was electric in there, and it was just good to see him. It was good to see him on stage. He sounded great. He hung out for a couple hours after the show, and with me and my guys in the band, and it was good, man. It was just good to see him. Good to see him, in good spirits and doing well. And I know he's gone through, pretty tough couple years here. And so I don't know. You just hate to see that, but you love to see like somebody get up and do what they're so good at and have done for all these years. And the crowd was electric for him. So it was just a really cool moment, cool night, and I think he felt the love from everybody that, he's got a lot of people in his corner. So
as a fan of country music, is it hard the first time you laid eyes on him this time around after seeing him for the first time you see somebody after they're sick like that? He's such an icon. Is that tough?
Well, I mean, I don't think you want to see anybody, not at their best or whatever. But I mean, I saw Toby last year at the BMI Awards was the last time I saw him, and went and talked to him and hung out. And, obviously, I mean, when you go through something like that, you're going to lose a little bit of weight and some of those kind of things. And you're going to look, not like you're used to looking or whatever, but, I feel like he looks, for what he's gone through, I feel like he looks as good as he could right now, and so those kind of things, I mean, still take time to build your strength up and kind of put that weight back on and some of those things. So it's just a process, and the fact that, I mean, he's a tough guy, man. So all the things he's gone through the last couple of years to still jump up and play and still want to do that, I mean, it says a lot about him. So, but I think it was good to see him. It was good to see him in good spirits and having fun, and, because I know he's been through a lot. So it was just good to catch up with him.
Were you like your show was almost over and you didn't know? Did someone go in your in-ear?
I knew there was a possibility of him coming. They were just going to let me know when he got there. And so when they told me he's there, I'm like, all right, let's go.
Wow.
And here's the thing. So I was trying to announce him. I was trying to, I was going to give him this big announcement, set it up to where blew the roof off the place. And so I'm in the middle of that, and I look over in the pit, and people are already going crazy. And so I look over, and he's already just, walking on stage, just sashaying on stage like he does. place went crazy, man. It was so cool. He was ready to get out there and do his thing, which was fun.